So Capricorn, your week commencing the 3rd of February forecast is likely to see broadly a lot of attention going on Jupiter going direct and Venus moving into Aries. But if we think about your ruler, Saturn has been causing quite a lot of mischief to the potential positivity that Jupiter brings. Jupiter's been in the part of your chart to do with your personal fitness, health, energy, work and responsibilities since the end of last May. But if you recall, just before Christmas and Christmas Eve, in fact, there was also a square between them in August. And that has meant that your thinking around those very areas has at times felt rather confined by your options. That may have caused some stress, to be honest, and particularly through the first 2 weeks of the year. But now Jupiter does go direct, it's free of that more limiting energy of Saturn. And ironically, as we begin this week, Saturn forges a really great link to Mars in your sector of relating. Now, Mars may be retrograde, it may be in its fall in that sign, but what this tells me is that if you need to set your boundaries in a more confident way, but especially around your professional work situation, that is going to really be possible, because Mars can give you a sense of urgency in its retrograde and in a sign where we need to be more mindful of feelings, that extra sensitivity to shape how you express yourself very constructively. So if you do that, if you have been toiling away, doing your very best to try and see some light in a difficult or tricky situation, the burden can start to ease. Also, right at the start of this week, there could be a conversation, a text message you get, some kind of support that you're not expecting. It could be a type of message which just alleviates some nagging worry at the back of your mind, and that's because of Venus aligning with Neptune and the North Node. Maybe a neighbour, could be a sibling who's going to be supportive, could be someone online, but it will provide some elevation. Now, also on Tuesday, Venus moves into the sign of Aries, which is your 4th house. If you're someone who is immensely proud about your home and you'd like to make some alterations, whether decoratively or new furnishings or rearrange things in some ways, Venus will help you to do that in the following 28 days. Also, it's possible, because Venus meets with Pluto in your 2nd house, that money can be made through what you've been doing around a property matter, and you're going to get some good news by Friday. But Jupiter going direct in the 6th house can certainly be boosted also by Mercury linking with it in the 2nd. And if you can take a proactive approach, even to the smaller expenses you have, micromanaging them, sometimes Jupiter can make us a bit sloppy because it almost tricks us into thinking that everything will work out well without too much effort on our part. But I think Saturn has taught you do need to scrutinise the details. And of course that's part of who you are. You know, you are someone who goes through the steps in a very systematic way. So you get a chance with those two linking, they can provide an opportunity, but it may require you to analyse something carefully, which is ironic because on Wednesday you could find yourself tempted to be a little bit free and easy with resources with the quarter moon, or spoil someone close to you. But if someone close does ask for some kind of help, particularly financial, if this has become something of a pattern, this is an opportune time, particularly with Mars linking to Saturn, giving you that framework to be more assertive, to remind them that their financial situation is your concern, but not your responsibility. That's theirs, and they need to sort it. Then as the week draws to a close, the combination of the Sun and Mercury and the Cazimi could give you the proverbial light bulb moment when it comes to coming up with a new way of earning extra money or being more economical with the resources you've got. Mercury in the 2nd house is a very kind of Tauran influence, but of course the host Aquarius is about innovation, doing things a bit different, having the confidence to maybe be more novel in your approach. And if you are someone who tends to be a bit more orthodox, the fact that Uranus is still in the mix in a positive way, really, because Uranus is now direct, and Uranus right through to the 7th of July is giving you the chance to try some different approaches which could feed into these more practical strands, because essentially the Sun, Mercury and Pluto are all asking to get the foundations of your world working efficiently. It's just the conversation has been inhibited by Saturn the last couple of years, I feel, and also around your health or just the obligations you've had. Maybe you felt a bit burdened, but I think that burden can ease this week. And as the week draws to a close, you can feel that you're more on top of things than for some while. Have a great week. If you've yet to watch your deep dive February forecast, please see the link below. And remember, you can get your half price personal 12-month forecast, but also life roadmap reports, the combination of them, totally unique to you, fired to your email. Please see the link below for more.